During the course of 2020, the government put legislation in place making company directors automatically liable for certain company tax debts. The Finance Act 2020 provided that company directors and members of LLPs will be personally liable for those tax debts arising after the 22nd of July 2020 where 1. Tax avoidance or evasion has taken place. 2. There have been repeated insolvencies and non-payment of tax. 3. The company or LLP has been in receipt of a penalty for facilitating avoidance or evasion. HMRC have 2 years from the date they first became aware of the criteria having been met to issue the notice. There are no hurdles to overcome. They do not need to prove in the balance probabilities or anything else. If the boxes are ticked, the notice is issued and the liability is automatic. As with most claims from HMRC, there is the right of appeal, but HMRC are not going to be issuing these joint liability notices willy-nilly. And the news keeps getting better. A joint liability notice not only makes a director jointly and severally liable for the old company debt, but also any Phoenix company debt on the day the notice is given and for a period of 5 years after that. There is an Insolvency Act provision that can make directors personally liable for a Phoenix company's debts, but qualify for an exception and you are relieved. However, the Finance Act provisions bypass this and you cannot get away from the personal liability point. This is powerful and very concerning. It's absolutely essential directors take early advice. But potentially more importantly, it means advisors need to tell clients to seek professional advice at a very early stage and make sure they put their own advice in writing to protect their own position and avoid future negligence claims being brought. The concept of limited liability is being eroded. Early advice is absolutely essential to protect a director of a limited company or member of an LLP. As licensed insolvency practitioners, Lucas Ross are licensed, insured and regulated to make sure you and your clients are appropriately advised at all times. Seeing us early could well avoid joint liability notices ever rearing their ugly heads. So if you need our help, please do get in touch.